hold on. So there's the Egyptian labyrinth. There was the Callimachus, Babylon's walls, the Ishtar Gate, and a certain music video featuring He Who Shall Not Be Named.
It keeps coming up. It keeps coming up.
What does? What are you talking about?
Certain music video that shall not be named.
By who, though?
By Mr. Rooster.
Mr. Rooster, never heard of him. Does he go by any other names?
Bebito?
Bebito, what? You lost me.
Never mind.
No, come on. Tell me.
No, you don't damn well with this.
No, I don't.
You're just trying to get me to say it so that I get the buzzer.
Wait, what buzzer?
No, we did the little challenge thing. You're just fucking with me.
What's the challenge?
Whoever says the name of a certain character.
But
first.
who's the character?
You're fucking with me.
No, seriously.
Why should I believe you? You're obviously just trying to get me to say it.
Yeah, but say what?
Sea ducks.
Sea ducks? What are you talking about?
It's a name that rhymes with sea ducks.
CeeLo Green?
Yeah.
CeeLo Breen?
Neil Breen.
You know who Neil Breen is?
Of course I do. I watch Best of the Worst.
Oh, so they've covered Neil Breen.
They've covered his best film, Double Down.
I've watched the entirety of Double Down.
Really?
Yeah.
What about
Yeah, why? Oh, yeah, I remember why. Or how. Yeah, that was weird. It was a good movie. All he does is eat tuna from a can.
And
that one, right?
And install satellites in the back of his car.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was Double Down, the one that I saw. Because there's the one where he's a hitman. The thing with his movies is like he's like a really cool badass in all of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
But it increases over time. Like first he's like a really badass hitman, then he's the fucking like awesome hacker who's like can hack anything, and all he needs is a tuna from a can. And then he has his weird fever dreams about his wife or something.
Yeah.
And then in the third one,
planted 7 biological bombs in each of the major cities. Governments don't dare try to kill me.
Yeah. And then the last one, not last but not least, is he's like there's also the one where he dumps his pills in the toilet, and then his wife digs him out of a toilet and takes them. And then there's, I don't remember what he is in that movie. I think that one was before Double Down. But then after Double Down, he made the one where he's like an alien god who comes down to judge people, basically.
Oh my lord.
That one's weird. It's been a while since I looked into Neil Breen, but yeah, I've seen Double Down. Pretty good.
How did you see it? Did you actually pay money to watch it?
No. It was God, I don't know how illegal it was, but there's this guy streaming it basically.
Oh.
On like through Discord, through like a website. So I watched it, and it was pretty good. I had a good time. I would recommend it.
It's a classic.
I'd recommend you watch that, and another video.
Oh really?
I forget the name. Okay, Michael, can you remind me?
It's called You Are a Pirate. That's what it's called.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, the theme song.
So welcome to my life as a teenage robot.
It's pretty good, Michael.
A teenage robot life.
You're a big fan of XJ9, huh?
Yeah, she was like, I don't know, that
was an alright show.
Yeah. I think it was like in just the wrong age group for it.
I feel like it was on for a while.
It wasn't actually on, I don't know, I don't know too much about how long it was on.
Well, I know how we can find that out.
Rock the wiki?
I was trying to think of a way to work Who's not gonna into it, but
how did that become our running gag for this playthrough?
My life as a teenage robot. Welcome to my life! Welcome back, by the way. We haven't done one of these in ages. This is our triumphant return.
Yeah, all it is a bunch of references to a music video.
Wait, which one?
Thriller.
This is Thriller!
Clucking up time.
The show ran from 2003 to 2009.
Wow. Okay. Like brand new episodes all that time, or just
I don't think so.
that's how long it was
I
airing?
don't think so. I think that's how long it was airing. The completed season 3 episodes. Oh, okay, so here's what happened. The show ran from August 1st to May 2nd after Nickelodeon removed the series in 2005. The completed season 3 episodes of the series were eventually aired on Nicktoons Network from 2008 to 2009. The series totaled 40 episodes and 3 seasons, including 1 TV movie.
And that's Escape from Cluster Prime.
So that's not too
I
bad.
heard that fucking
Just 'cause it
kid
didn't
was in
run
that
for, like,
show.
Just because it didn't run for like 10 seasons doesn't mean it wasn't like alright, you know?
Yeah.
It's more than 2 seasons.
And Avatar only had 3 seasons.
Yeah, but they were long seasons.
Yeah, they were, but you know, I was
It was almost more like a due to story structure, it feels like.
yeah.
Could be wrong though. That's a good show. Even though it's in the anime style. Had that going against it.
Yeah, I've
Check out
heard
all you
people
weebs out there.
I've heard people say that they don't like it. And I've heard more than one person say this, by the way.
I can believe it.
That they didn't like it because the visual style was like it's kind of falls in that Teen Titans category where it's not anime but it looks like anime.
It's like Western spy anime.
Yeah, it's like that Canadian show Totally Spies.
What?
There we go. I found something you don't remember.
No. I have to look at it and be like, I don't know what that is, but have watched it. You know what I mean? So I'll take a look at Totally Spies. I accidentally spelled it with a Z. Yeah, I remember this. Man, Totally Spies has a 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah. People keep telling me it, like Ethan grew up with it, and he was telling me that it's actually a pretty decent show.
TV series 2001 to 2014.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's all rerun kind of stuff, right?
I'm sure it is. But who knows? Let me see how many episodes there are. 114 with Jennifer Hale in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She
And there's
voiced
Katie
Samus in
Griffin
Metroid Prime.
and Andrea Baker. The other two. Despite frequently providing voiceovers for characters in video games, state that she doesn't play video games and prefers to be outdoors in the dirt. What did she voice Samus in?
Metroid
M?
Prime.
Oh,
She did the grunts.
she did that.
Oh!
That was pretty good, Michael. God, this level sucks.
Yeah, it just kind of keeps
It's
going.
boring. I haven't even been watching it mostly. So, Michael, what do you think of porgs? Yes
Yeah.
or no? I will say that they're less obnoxious than I thought they would be. Porgs are the fucking little penguin aliens from Star Wars The Last Jedi.
The Jedi.
What?
The Jedi.
Shut up, Michael.
Oh,
Are
Christ.
there any whales in this level that you could potentially be vored by? I don't know. I don't know.
There actually is going to be a whale in the next level. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, did you just say Vord?
Yes. I don't know if you can use that as a verb.
But that would mean that you would be the one who'd get sexual pleasure from it, right?
I don't know how
Because
that,
you're
I don't
requesting
listen,
it?
I don't know how that works. I have no clue how that works. Just that it exists. Which is
It's such
probably
a
more than I
strange
wanna know
idea.
Anyway. You know who's probably into that? The guy who shall not be named.
Well-
A foul-mouthed fellow.
Oh, who's that, Eric?
I don't know. The guy's name.
No, so did I. So
I remember.
I guess we'll have to drop it then.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Go to the end of the earth to find out who this is.
You look him up and say his name directly into the microphone.
I don't remember what he looks like.
Well, how would you describe his shtick?
He likes to. I think he was a rapper and a gynecologist in training, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he would like to facilitate women having sex for money and take a cut in the process, while also providing some sort of protection for them and or threatening them to make sure they
Don't forget about all the coke.
Yeah, I suppose that's part of the deal. What else? He made sort of a. Yeah, I think he was just a rapist, you know.
Jesus Christ!
That covers two fronts. I'm sure there's some innuendo you can make with that phrase, but
yeah.
Some sort of animal, some sort of specific animal-related innuendo. Problem with this level is
that lovely
depth perception. Get it? Because you're in deep depths.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say I don't find like the actual depth perception a problem here. What I do find offensive is that lovely shade of green.
What would you prefer? Orange?
Personally,
you fucking loser. Got him.
Here we are waddling through the castle.
I feel like that should count.
Nope. It doesn't count.
So I can say it then.
Sure, you could say waddle.
Waddle. Well, my favorite kinds of Kirby enemies are waddle-dees.
You're just
in the
calming
morning,
through it, right?
I'm making waddles. That's pretty good, Michael.
Yeah, that is
it's
pretty
a Shrek reference. Don't say it.
Don't say what?
No, you're thinking it. Label's thinking it.
Thinking what?
I know what you're thinking. Thinking about a sexually promiscuous fellow. Maybe that's why you're losing. You can't stop thinking about that cock.
Holy shit.
This is a boring ass level.
I do not
So
remember it
finish
being
it.
this long.
Finish it already, you motherfucker.
So I'm gonna save it.
More like a stupid bomb.
That's really smart. You should share it with the sexually promiscuous rooster.
The Rick and Morty fans appreciate this kind of explosive. Isn't that in vogue now, Michael? Making fun of people who like Rick and Morty?
You know, I mean, you've actually seen the show, so you know if it's warranted.
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's okay to like something. I think people are just making fun of like the vocal minority who thinks that show is something more than it is. But this is probably already irrelevant by the time we're talking about, let alone when people are going to be watching this years from now.
Do you remember Rick and Morty?
Do you remember a certain chicken?
It's not a chicken, it's a rooster.
What is?
The character you're referencing.
What's his name? What's the point of not being able to talk? What's the point of not being able to say his name if we're still gonna fucking talk about him all?
Well, you know, Michael,
Yeah, what was your goal, you motherfucker?
My goal was to get us to stop talking about
Oh
it.
yeah, and you've been
our
fucking
comedy.
cracking up ever since. Every single time I bring them up, you fucking laugh. So I want to hear that. I want to stop talking about
Oh
it.
Jesus!
I wonder if there's a video game based on
We already talked about that one.
90%. Got him.
God, that level was long.
Do you notice how other times it said 0 out of 0?
Pac-Man! All in one piece, I take
You didn't
it.
fucking read out
Spooky's flagship submarine Mega Whale has been spotted nearby. It's the only thing keeping you from Ghost Island. Now go and sink Mega Whale and hurry on to Ghost Island.
Alright, Michael.
All of Pac-Land is counting on you.
Jabu Jabu, the white whale, Clanker, or Mega Whale?
Which would I rather be Vord?
Yes. This game is boring. Look at the fucking
dude.
Mega Whale. Dude, this world sucks.
It was only really these last couple levels. The other two were fine.
$80,000, Michael. You know what's
What?
worth $80,000?
Signed vinyl copy of.
No, it's a very specific number, which is a very specific reference.
What was the number again?
80,000. $80,000.
I don't know.
Remember? Somebody cost $80,000.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I remembered the number.
Why do you remember that?
I don't know.
It's not even something I remembered, so that's saying
That's
something.
from the other video involving a certain animal who likes to frequently engage in coitus. That's a.
Why am I getting Star Fox Adventures flashbacks from this?
I don't know what specifically.
Like, you remember the?
Is that sorry?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Is this the Frame Meister?
No, that's the OSSC. The Frame Meister's up to your right.
Oh, okay.
I'm using both of them for this.
Oh. To make it look 4080i XD.
Yeah.
High technology. PP.
Ended up going back to the Elgato because the other card I was trying had lots of frame drops, which I was not a fan of.
You have a love-hate relationship to Elgato, don't you?
Much like a certain promiscuous rooster.
Oh, that's just
his
love,
girlfriend.
dude. Dude, fuck Mega Whale. I know somebody you'd like to. he died because he was laughing too hard. If you don't know what I mean by that specifically, make sure you watch, because you've probably watched one video that I can't name, but there's also another video by the same uploader about a farm tiptoeing around somehow. This is like talking about like giving a plot analysis of Harry Potter without saying his name. That's the second time I've brought up Harry Potter recently. I haven't probably seen a Harry Potter movie in like at least 6 months.
But Eric, what about the books?
If not longer. I haven't read the book since I was fucking like probably 14 at the latest. So I didn't remember you didn't remember half of book 4. You know what's funny? I read all 6 of the first 6 books. So I read 6 books. I read them all, and then I read through like a quarter of the 7th book before getting bored and giving it up.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
It was like the last book.
I mean, I finished Pendragon.
I definitely didn't. I basically stopped reading by the time when I was 15. I only read for when it's obligated or when it's stuck bullshit on the internet that doesn't matter. Like YouTube comments. There's a good question. What do you think of YouTube comments? Because I love them. Even though they're terrible.
Like, just the idea of being able to comment, or just the content, generally?
The content. Well, not just the content, the kind of people. Like, some YouTube comments are so... Because a lot of people are just like... It's like pissing in the wind to them. So there's like, you know, total absolute bullshit that they pretty much expect nobody to read. It's just so weird, because I don't, like... When you comment, do you comment something that's in broken English telling somebody to go kill themselves and stuff? Like, I don't get it. I don't get what makes you want to do that, but I find it, like, interesting to look at. Not that specifically, but, you know, the bullshit. So I always read YouTube comments. If I made videos, and I have had even as many subscribers as you did, I probably wouldn't read them, or I'd try not to.
I read, like, for reviews, I'll read them after I post something, like immediately afterwards. After a certain point, I give up.
I can't imagine yours being that bad, though. Because you make kind of, like, serious stuff.
I mean, it's probably not like JonTron. Like, if you were to look in, like, the comments for JonTron, I'm sure it's like...
Once you get I think once you get over, like, 100,000, you might as well give up.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you upload 5 Finger Family videos, in which case they're all going to be the same gibberish anyway. You can probably stop pretty early with those.
And if you're certain...
Well,
I got you to check all that time.
You did the trick. Old C tricks. Dude, this level looks hard because it's the skates.
I mean, it's pretty much the same kind of platforming as usual.
He said, "See you later, boy." What is this called? Boardwalk Boogie?
Haunted Boardwalk.
That was close.
This is my favorite song in the game, and one of my top 10 video game songs. I love it.
It's a really good Halloween song.
Yeah. I've consistently rated it at the top of every Halloween video game music list I've ever made, which is only 2.
I used to make a bunch of, or I guess just 2.
No, I've made plenty of like countdowns.
Yeah, that's right. What would you call your countdowns? You had a name for them.
I don't know. I just said EXO's top 10 favorite Halloween songs or whatever.
Crazy. Thought maybe you had like a cheeky name. Dog them out. Dude, just forget the 100%. How many levels are there in this world? There's not that many, right?
The same as usual.
Oh, okay. Is there 3 in every world?
Yeah. Plus a boss.
For some reason, I thought the water world was shorter.
I mean, it has the exact same number of levels as the first game, which is, you know, 3 per, like, 6. Actually, this game has 1 more level than the original one.
Can I get you to say a name for $3?
I know, it depends on if I also get to meet Buck Cluck.
You're running... Okay, fucking... what's his fucking name? Fucking P something. You're flying too close to the sun.
Icarus?
Yeah, Icarus. I could not think of
who is
Prometheus.
this Icarus guy that the game keeps referring to? Never mind him.
What are you talking about?
That's like...
What are you going on about?
If you look at like the Help movies and Kid Icarus Uprising, Pit will ask who Icarus is, and then Palutena is just like, don't mind that.
What? So, why is it Kid Icarus?
I couldn't tell you.
How many times have you played that game?
Quite a few. It's up there in my top 10.
Because I haven't even played that game. I played that game like once. I think I beat it. But I feel like there's a bunch of extra stuff you can do.
Yeah, it's the usual kind of extra stuff in a Sakurai game. It's like the little treasure hunt, like in Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Spaghetti Man. You're fucking dead. You just fell in a Louisiana bayou, my friend.
I just fell into the water in Flint, Michigan.
No, this is definitely, this is Louisiana. Look at it.
Yeah, it's certainly if you know what I'm saying.
Are you gonna be taking that out?
I probably should. I mean, I feel like you could find lots of white ghosts on this island. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fucking, I
feel like
that joke was out of character almost.
That's why there's tokens. You know what's scary?
What?
A certain video only has 2 point something million views.
It actually has that many?
Yeah.
They haven't made a follow-up to that, to such a masterpiece.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I wonder if the guy who made this video that it's not to be disclosed, that you could, if you've watched the series, you know. Because I'm just there's no reason to think that anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, but what if they don't?
That would actually
This would
be
make
hilarious.
this the most frustrating set of videos you've ever seen. What if somebody doesn't have the logic, like the critical thinking capabilities to figure out what video we're talking about?
Hear that, Jeb? Eric's calling you out.
No, he knows.
Yeah,
Jeb
of course
knows.
of course he knows.
Jeb knows. If Jeb's watching this.
Yeah.
Like we singled Jeb out like 3 times. I bet there's gonna be at least 3 people who watch this. You can, wait, I was gonna say something.